Today I'm going to review and go over the Alsco 300 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And let's get started.
Ryan Priest, and you're watching William Blackwell on YouTube.
Ross Chastain and Brandon Jones led the field to green. Early on, you saw the 10 of Ross Chastain dominate. He led the first so many laps. And on lap 20, when that competition caution came out, that's when things changed for Chastain. That's when he went back to second, and that's when Kyle Busch started taking over the lead. He won stage one, and Chastain didn't get it, and it was a big disappointment. Chastain had a great car. But entering stage two, Kyle Busch is probably going to win it without a doubt. Unless something crazy happens, he wins it. But stage three gets started. You got 102 laps to the finish. So you're going to obviously have to see a pit stop. And that's when things got really interesting. I mean, you saw three top front drivers get penalties. Starting off with Chase Briscoe, too fast on pit road. And then 19 of Brandon Jones, too fast on pit road. And Kyle Busch, the 54, too fast on pit road. And at this point in time, we thought those three drivers are eliminated from contention. They were not going to even come close to winning this. But just soon after that, a caution came out. And that changed everything because you had so many other drivers that stayed out, such as Myatt Snyder, Michael Annett, Brett Moffitt, and Austin Cindric, and so many others. Stay out and just hoping for it to happen. And it happened, I guess you can say. But it did give Kyle Busch the advantage to get back on the lead lap. And when that restart happened, Kyle Busch was still like lower top 10, but he was still working his way up. And then another caution came out at a 51 and the 61. That took a little long. And you saw the 8 of Daniel Hemrick surprisingly go to pit road. And at this point in time, it's like a big, what is he doing? But you'll see what happens later on. But they restart again. And you see the 19 and the 18 spin out in the infield grass. Luckily, it is turf, so if it was regular grass, they would have probably been in the garage after that. But they kept on going, and a caution came out, and they restarted again. This right here could have possibly be the last restart, but no. Noah Gragson went to turn one, got into the 20 and the 19, and it forced some other drivers in the back to get loose and sideways, such as Tommy Joe Martins. And Tommy Joe Martins hit that inside retaining wall so hard. It was a hard hit. All four wheels were off the ground. And then while he was going to hit the inside wall, he actually made contact with the 11 car of Justin Haley. Justin Haley also hit the inside wall extremely hard. You saw the replay, and you saw Justin Haley get out. He was limping. He was not doing okay. That shook him up. But luckily he got out, so he's obviously all right. But that was a big impact for both of those drivers. But now you get another restart. Kyle Busch versus Austin Cindric. Last week it was Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott, excuse me there. And you saw Chase Briscoe outperform him. But Kyle Busch wasn't having that this weekend. But he did stumble on that restart. And Austin Cindric, though, took the lead. And turn 3 and 4 in the final lap, that's when Kyle Busch had a huge run. He had Daniel Hemrick behind him. Hemrick pushed him up there to the front. And then you saw Austin Cindric have lost all of his momentum from 3 and 4. And then you saw Daniel Hemrick, who pitted earlier, and everybody questioned it, still manages to get a top 5, his 6th runner-up finish in the Xfinity Series. So a great run for the 54 team after a disappointing ending last week's race. Second place in them is not that good. But though, the 8, they're the biggest winners in my opinion all tonight. They took the gamble. They knew they were going to win. And they still managed to become close to contention for a win. Second place, they'll take that in a heartbeat. That's one of the best finishes that 8 cars had this year, if I'm not mistaken. But your top 10, first place is Kyle Busch. Second, you got Daniel Hemrick, like I said. Third place, Austin Cindric. Fourth place, Ross Chastain. Ross Chastain did get in a late race accident with the 98 and the 66. And he still managed to get a top 5. That's impressive. And then Justin Allgaier. He literally hit the wall before that last caution came out. And he's at this point in time, he thought he was out of contention, but he still battled his way back for a top 5. And then after that, you got Brett Moffitt in the 02, finishing 6th. That is a great run for Brett Moffitt and that team. They really needed that, and I'm ready to see what that team's going to do in the long run. And then after that, you get the 1 of Michael Annette, and then the 68. And then after that, you got Harrison Burton, and then the 21 of Myatt Snyder. Myatt Snyder was also in a late race accident. But there's your top 10, and there's your full race review and analysis of today's race at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Tomorrow's race is the truck race. It's at 8 o'clock. Hopefully every one of y'all tune in for that. And I'll do a race review and recap about that. So everybody please like and subscribe.